Hello, everyone. I thought I would talk about cursing in books and in movies and how much cursing should be allowed. Of course, personally, it's different for everyone. Everyone has their own threshold. So this is just, what I prefer. But now, I am not someone who thinks that cursing should never happen in a book or a movie or whatever. Um, but I do think that cursing should be reserved for dramatic moments when a character is angry or there's some kind of dramatic revelation. Because if cursing is used like frequently throughout a story, especially the F word, because the F word sometimes can be overused to the point where when there's a dramatic moment and people are cursing, it doesn't really make a difference. It has no emphasis because the characters are cursing in every scene. Therefore, and I also think that if a writer uses, especially the F word, too much, that it kind of gives the impression that they have a limited vocabulary, that they don't know of another way of saying something. Therefore, they have to resort to using the F word over and over again. It becomes a filler word, so to speak. And so, to me, the overuse of the F word it shows that the writer just isn't being very creative. And also, if they overuse it, then the F word loses its power um, if characters say it all the time. Now, there are some exceptions. For example, if there's a character who has kind of a potty mouth, that's what they're known for, then they can curse more. But if every character speaks like that, then I ultimately think that demonstrates lazy writing on the writer's part, and also ultimately that kind of writing will desensitize people. Where if they hear such cursing during a dramatic moment, it won't really make a difference, and that's why I'm not a huge fan of overusing cursing. Now, that doesn't mean I don't think it should ever be used, because to me, like, if you accuse me of being a Puritan, to me, a Puritan is someone who thinks that something like cursing should never be used, regardless of the context. Whereas I think it can be used, but context matters, and I do think that there are certain circumstances where it can be overused. I think, for example, in Silent Reckoning, the F word is used 3 times, and all of which it's used once, I think, kind of frivolously during this scene where they're kind of comic scene where they're running from a mob, but then the other 2 times it's used for dramatic purposes. Um, but I think that when the F word is used in a story or a movie hundreds of times, not only is it unnecessary, it also shows lazy writing, and it desensitizes people to the narrative at hand.